Morning students, I am Kavita, Assistant Professor of Physics. Today we discuss the topic dielectric materials. Dielectric materials. Okay, dielectrics are insulating materials, so there are no free charge carriers in them. In dielectrics, all the electrons are bound to their parent molecules. In dielectrics, all the electrons are bound to their parent molecules. Okay. Even in normal with normal voltage or thermal energy, electrons are not released. Dielectrics are non-metallic materials of high specific resistance and have negative temperature coefficient of resistance. Dielectrics are non-metallic materials of high specific resistance and high specific resistance and have negative temperature coefficient of resistance. Dielectrics have permanent electric dipole moment. Dielectrics have permanent dielectric dipole moment. Electric dipole moment. Dielectrics are mainly used to store electrical energy. Generally, the dielectrics are mainly used to store electrical energy. Examples of dielectrics are rubber, glass, plastic, mica. So, dielectrics are insulating materials without field because there is no free charge carriers in them. Okay. When dielectrics is placed in an electric field, when dielectrics is placed in an electric field, then separation of positive and negative charges takes place, causing polarization of the dielectric. You put in dielectric materials in electric field, separation of positive and negative charges takes place in the presence of electric field. It is the polarization. Separation of charges, separation of positive and negative charges is called the polarization of the dielectric. Polarization of the dielectric. The dielectrics are of two types. Dielectrics of two types: polar dielectric materials, non-polar dielectric materials. Dielectric materials are two types. First, polar dielectric materials, non-polar dielectric materials. See in this diagram, non-polar molecules. In these non-polar molecules, positive and negative charge are bound together. There is no charge separation in the absence of electric field. There is no charge separation in the absence of electric field. But you give the electric field to that material, the charges are separated. The charges are separated, plus and minus, positive charge and negative charge. Those separation is called the polarization. This is the non-polar molecules. In polar molecules, already dipole moments exist. In absence of electric field, their dipole moments are arranged randomly. When you give the electric field to that polar molecules, they are arranged regularly. So these are the two types of dielectric materials: polar dielectric materials, non-polar dielectric materials. Okay, polar molecules and non-polar materials. In non-polar dielectric materials, the molecules are usually diatomic. In non-polar dielectric materials, the molecules are usually diatomic and composed of same type of atoms. In case of non-polar dielectrics, the centers of both positive as well as negative charges coincide. Both the positive and negative charges are coincide. Dipole moment of each molecule in non-polar system is 0. Dipole moment of each molecule in non-polar system is 0. All those molecules which belong to this category are symmetric in nature. The molecules which belongs to this category, that is the non-polar molecules, are symmetry in nature. Examples of non-polar dielectrics are hydrogen H2, nitrogen N2, oxygen CCH6 and CH4. So these are the examples for non-polar dielectric materials. Polar dielectric materials. See here, these polar molecules without electric field, they are arranged randomly. When you give the electric field, they are arranged regularly and the positive charge along the direction of the electric field. The positive charge along the direction of the electric field. Polar dielectrics are those in which the possibility of center coincides of the positive as well as negative charge is almost zero. That is, they don't coincide with each other. The reason behind this is their shape. They are all of symmetric shape. They are all of asymmetric shapes. Polar dielectric molecules are normally composed of two or more different types of atoms. Polar dielectric molecules are composed two or more different types of molecules or atoms. Polar dielectrics are asymmetric shape. They are asymmetric shape. And examples of polar dielectrics is ammonia NH3, hydrogen chloride, CH3Cl, H2O, etc. These are the examples of polar dielectric materials. Some basic definitions in dielectric materials. First definition: dipole, electrical dipole or dipole. A system consisting of two equal and opposite charges separated by a small distance. A system consisting of two equal and opposite charges separated by a small distance. So here two charges, positive and negative charges, those are separated equal distance, some distance. Those charges are called the dipoles. Dipole moment. It is the measure of the polarity of the system. Dipole moment. Dipole moment is the measure of the polarity of the system. Dipole moment is the product of one of the charge and distance between two charges. Dipole moment is product of one of the charge, that is Q. This is the one of the charge of the two separated charges, and D is the distance between two charges. Then those two product is called the dipole moment. Dipole moment. Units for dipole moment is Coulomb meter. Units for dipole moment is Coulomb meter. Electric polarization. Electric polarization. The process of producing electric dipoles by an electric field is called the polarization in dielectrics. The process of producing electric dipoles by an electric field is called polarization in dielectrics. See here, this is without electric field. The positive charge and negative charge both are bounded together. When you give the electric field, the two charges are separated. The electrons are separated from the nucleus. These two charges are separated is called the polarization. The separation of the charges is called the polarization. Polarization. Next, polarizability. The induced dipole moment per unit electric field is called polarizability. The induced dipole moment per unit electric field. Induced dipole moment. So, dipole moment is mu and electric field E. The ratio of those two is called the polarizability. The induced dipole moment is proportional to the intensity of the electric field. Induced dipole moment mu is directly proportional to the electric field. Mu is equal to alpha E. Here alpha is the polarizability constant. Polarizability constant. Next, permittivity. Permittivity. Permittivity is a quantity which represents the dielectric property of a medium. Dielectric property of a medium. It indicates the easily polarizable nature of the dielectric material. Permittivity indicates the easily polarizable nature of the dielectric material. Units of permittivity is farad per meter. Farad per meter, epsilon. Permittivity, epsilon. Okay. Permittivity is the quantity which represents the dielectric property of the medium. Dielectric property of the medium. free space permittivity epsilon naught. Free space permittivity epsilon naught. It represents the capability of vacuum in permit electric fields. Suppose we take permittivity in free space, then we called free space of permittivity vacuum. We take a vacuum in vacuum. We said that is the free space permittivity epsilon naught. Epsilon naught is equal to 8.85 into 10 power minus 12 farad per meter. Relative permittivity or dielectric constant. One of the important parameter dielectric constant. Relative permittivity epsilon r is equal to epsilon by epsilon naught. The ratio between the permittivity of the medium to the permittivity of the free space. Free space, free space and media, permittivity of the media to the permittivity of the free space. That ratio is called the dielectric constant epsilon r. Epsilon r is equal to epsilon by epsilon naught. The characteristics of a dielectric material are determined by the dielectric constant and it has no units. Polarization in vector form. The dipole moment per unit volume. The dipole moment per unit volume of the dielectric material is called the polarization vector. Dipole moment per unit volume of the dielectric material is called the polarization vector. Electric flux density. Electric flux density. Electric flux density is a measure of the strength of an electric field generated by a free electric charge corresponding to the number of electric lines of forces passing through a given area. So electric flux is the amount of flux passing through a defined area that is perpendicular to the direction of the flux. Finally, electric flux density is the amount of flux passing through unit area of cross section. Amount of flux passing through unit area of cross section is called the electric flux density. Units of flux density is coulomb per meter square. Electric flux density D at a point in a free space or air in terms of electric field strength D is equal to epsilon naught E. Suppose here epsilon naught is the free space permittivity, then electric flux density D is equal to epsilon naught E. At the same time, in the medium, electric flux density D is equal to epsilon E. Electric flux density D at any point of free space D is equal to epsilon naught E, and we know already D is equal to epsilon E. And as the polarization measures the additional flux density arising from the presence of material as compared to free space. So D is equal to epsilon naught E plus P. Epsilon naught E plus P. Here P is the polarization additional flux density arising from the presence of material as compared to free space. Then we are equating those two equations. Epsilon E is equal to epsilon naught E plus P. Then P is equal to epsilon minus epsilon naught into E. P is equal to epsilon r minus epsilon naught into E. P is equal to epsilon naught into epsilon r minus 1 into E. This is the relation P is equal to epsilon naught into epsilon r minus 1 into E. This is the one of the relation. Next, electrical susceptibility. Electrical susceptibility is a dimensionless proportionality constant. Electric susceptibility is a dimensionless proportionality constant that indicates the degree of polarization of dielectric material. Susceptibility is the indication of degree of polarization of dielectric material in response to an applied electric field. Response to applied electric field. It is defined as the ratio of polarization vector to applied electric field. That susceptibility defined is polarization vector to electric field. Susceptibility chi. Chi is equal to P by E. And also we read P by epsilon naught E. And chi is equal to P is equal to chi into epsilon naught E, and another form we know that P is equal to epsilon naught into epsilon r epsilon r minus 1 into E. So equating both two, we obtain chi is equal to epsilon r minus 1. This is the relation between susceptibility and dielectric constant. Susceptibility and dielectric constant, chi is equal to epsilon r minus 1. Chi is equal to epsilon r minus 1. These are the basic definitions in dielectric materials. Basic definitions in dielectric